Hi, and welcome to the second of our Prepare Him Room videos. This week we think about Joseph and how the news about the birth of Jesus arrives in his life. Joseph's preparing to get married and he discovers that his fiancée is pregnant and he is not the father. The arrival of Jesus in Joseph's life creates a problem. And that's always true for us. When Jesus arrives in our lives, it creates a problem. Jesus has a purpose, Jesus has a plan, and yet we have our own purposes and plans that need to be laid down so that the purpose of Jesus prevails. Joseph's plans are majorly disrupted. He contemplates ending the relationship completely, but ultimately he surrenders to the will of God. This is relevant to you and I right now as we live in the midst of this pandemic, when all of our plans and all of our ideas about what might happen in the future are so tentative and so on hold as a result of everything that's going on. We need to be willing to be disrupted. When Jesus arrives in a human life, he arrives as King and Lord, and we need to be willing to surrender our plans and purposes to him, no matter how problematic it is for us. In a moment, Christine Wilson is going to read the scriptures, and then the band are going to sing and lead us in a song of response. Why don't you take some time following watching this video to pray for someone that you know who is experiencing a problem right now, someone whose life is difficult and challenging. And why don't you pray for them that even though their circumstances are difficult and challenging, that they could, in the words of the song, trust God's heart and his intentions. Take some time immediately after this video to pray for someone you know who's experiencing a problem and ask God to help them know his heart and his intentions.
Matthew chapter 1, verses 18 to 25, the birth of Jesus Christ. This is how the birth of Jesus Christ came about. His mother Mary was pledged to be married to Joseph, but before they came together, she was found to be with child through the Holy Spirit. Because Joseph, her husband, was a righteous man and did not want to expose her to public disgrace, he had in mind to divorce her quietly. But after he had considered this, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream and said, "Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary home as your wife, because what is conceived in her is from the Holy Spirit. She will give birth to a son, and you are to give him the name Jesus, because he will save his people from their sins." All this took place to fulfill what the Lord had said through the prophet. The virgin will be with child and will give birth to a son, and they will call him Emmanuel, which means God with us. When Joseph woke up, he did what the angel of the Lord had commanded him and took Mary home as his wife. But he had no union with her until she gave birth to a son, and he gave him the name Jesus.
Was one when I was young. He knew my heart, he knew my soul. He held my hand, and he led me to trust him. Now I am in the safety of your love. I trust your heart and your intention. I trust you completely. Listening intently, you'll guide me through these many shadows. goodness is unending. You are my vision, my reason for living. Your kindness leads me to repentance, and I can't explain it. This sweet assurance that I've never known this kind of friend, and I can't explain it. This sweet assurance that I've never known this kind of friend. The sun, moon, and stars, they shout your name, they give you reverence, and I will do the same with all my heart. I give you glory. The sun, moon, and stars, they shout your name, they give you reverence, and I will do the same with all my heart. I give you glory. I wanna seek you first, I wanna love you more, I wanna give you the honor you deserve. So I'll bow before you, I'm overcome by the beauty of this perfect love. Now I am hidden, the safety of your love. I trust your heart and your intentions, and trust you completely. And this thing